The day dawned with the usual tranquility of the local village, each resident absorbed in their daily routines. Maria, like many others, was going about her business when the unexpected spectacle unfolded before her eyes. A horse charging towards the river. Astonishment gripped her as she watched the frantic animal, its desperation palpable as it plunged into the water. Without a moment's hesitation, Maria sprang into action, dropping her basket and rallying fellow villagers to join her at the river's edge. As they gathered, a sense of foreboding descended upon them. The horse, struggling against the current, revealed the cause of its distress. Maria, her heart racing, carefully approached the water's edge, stepping onto a nearby plank with deliberate caution. Every movement was deliberate, every step a battle against the river's pull. Behind her, the gathered villagers watched anxiously, their faces etched with concern. "Be careful, Maria." An elderly woman's voice rang out, punctuating the tense air. Maria turned briefly, meeting their worried gazes, then refocused on the task at hand. The horse thrashed beneath the surface, just out of reach. The plank beneath her feet, slick with river water, posed a constant challenge, testing her resolve. She teetered on the brink, nearly losing her balance, but with a determined effort, she regained her footing just in time. In the midst of her struggle, Peter, alerted by the commotion, dashed towards the riverbank. His urgent strides echoed on the cobblestone path as he pushed through the gathering crowd. Together, Maria and Peter battled against the river's force, their efforts synchronized in a desperate attempt to reach the distressed horse. With a final surge of strength, Peter lent his support, enabling Maria to swing herself up and onto the safety of solid ground. Relief flooded over them as Maria collapsed into Peter's embrace, the tension of the past moments dissipating. Tears of relief mingled with the river water on her cheeks as they held each other tightly. Gradually regaining composure, Maria's attention returned to the enigmatic horse that had sparked this dramatic rescue. Standing stoically on the riverbank, the horse seemed to exude an aura of mystery, captivating Maria's curiosity. "There's something about that horse," Maria murmured to Peter, her voice tinged with determination and intrigue. The villagers, now gathered in greater numbers, buzzed with speculation about the horse's presence and its possible significance. Maria, driven by a newfound sense of purpose, resolved to uncover the truth behind this unusual encounter. Peter, sensing her determination, stood steadfast by her side, silently affirming his support. As the minutes ticked by, the crowd's speculation swirled around them, but Maria remained focused. She felt drawn to the horse, sensing a deeper connection that beckoned her to unravel its mystery. With Peter at her side, she was determined to uncover the secrets hidden within the majestic creature's gaze, embarking on a journey that promised to reveal more than she could have imagined. Maria and Peter moved closer to the water's edge, their curiosity piqued by the horse's fixation on something in the river. "I'll help," declared Jacob, a burly man known for his strength. Rita, with her deep knowledge of horses, and Kevin, renowned for his sharp eyesight, joined their ranks. Their shared determination transformed the village atmosphere from one of despair to focused resolve. Encircling Maria, the newly formed team deliberated on their approach. "We need to approach calmly, avoid startling the horse," advised Rita, drawing on her experience. Jacob nodded in agreement. "And we should have ropes ready, just in case," added Kevin. "Let's watch for any subtle movements in the water." With their plan taking shape, they prepared themselves for the task ahead, stepping cautiously towards the riverbank. As they neared, Kevin signaled for them to halt, his gaze fixed intently on a particular spot in the water. The ripples hinted at an object submerged below, a glimmer here, a shadow there, elusive yet intriguing. "There's something trapped under there," Kevin murmured, his voice barely audible over the murmurs of the crowd. Older villagers began to share whispered tales, their voices filled with a mixture of awe and wonder. "Years ago, there were stories," began one elder, of unlikely friendships among the animals in these woods. Another nodded knowingly. Yes, bonds that defied nature's rules. The crowd listened raptly as they recounted tales of owls befriending mice and deer protecting lost birds. As the muddied, waterlogged figure was finally laid bare on the riverbank, a collective gasp rippled through the crowd. Maria, Peter, and others carefully began to clear away the clinging plants and mud, revealing a creature still alive but barely hanging on. From the fringe of the crowd, an elderly man named Elias spoke up, his voice fragile yet commanding attention. Decades ago, he began, there was a tale of a horse much like this one, who formed an extraordinary bond that transcended species. All eyes turned to him, even the youngest children captivated by the gravity of his words. As Elias continued, it became clear that history might be repeating itself. The horse, he recounted, had once saved a creature from a hunter's trap, forging an inseparable connection. Could it be? Elias mused aloud, suggesting that the legends of yesteryear were intertwined with the events unfolding before them. As the last of the blankets were pulled away, the delicate form of a fawn emerged, revealing the poignant truth of Elias's tale. Realization swept through the crowd, eyes turning back to Elias in awe. The connection was undeniable. The horse had been desperately trying to save the very fawn it had pledged to protect. Moved by Elias's story, a sense of unity spread among the villagers. Sympathetic glances were exchanged, nods of understanding passed, and hands raised in silent commitment. This horse, Thomas, an elder began, has shown more compassion than many of us could ever claim. We owe it to them, to this fawn, to ensure they are cared for. Murmurs of agreement rippled through the crowd. Peter and a few villagers sprang into action, gathering materials to construct a makeshift shelter on the riverbank. Blankets, hay, and provisions were brought forth, creating a sanctuary amidst the natural surroundings. Sensing the goodwill, the horse nudged the fawn gently towards the shelter, its eyes reflecting silent gratitude. Maria watched, her heart swelling with pride at her community's compassion and resilience. The villagers, inspired by the unfolding tale, turned their gaze towards the forest with renewed wonder. Children listened wide-eyed as the elders shared stories once deemed mere folklore. The whispers of the woods were no longer just legends. They were a testament to the intricate tapestry of life and bonds in the forest. As night descended, casting its velvety cloak of stars, the village remained awake, alive with activity and camaraderie fueled by love. The fragile fawn, bolstered by strength drawn from the community, tentatively rose on wobbly legs. Each step was a testament to its determination, guided towards its mother's waiting embrace. The reunion was more than a simple coming together. It was a celebration of the enduring spirit of family, even in the wilds of nature. The scene unfolded like a masterpiece. The majestic horse, mane flowing in the night breeze, stood beside the delicate doe and her fragile fawn. This unlikely family, united through adversity, became a symbol of hope and resilience. Tears welled in Maria's eyes as she beheld the beauty of bonds that transcended species and circumstance. In the moon's silver glow, the trio embarked on their journey back into the depths of the forest. Their silhouettes, framed against the moonlit backdrop, seemed almost ethereal as they disappeared from view, leaving behind a village forever changed by the magic of their encounter. The village was left awash with a profound sense of wonder and deep gratitude. The events of that night, from Maria's perilous nearfall at the river's edge to the astonishing reunion of the horse, the fawn, and their human helpers, were etched into the collective memory of the community. These stories would be recounted by firesides and in gatherings for generations to come, woven into the fabric of their village lore, a testament to the resilience, compassion, and interconnectedness of all living beings in their midst.